We have a question from John. John says this: I've been a member of DJU for just over a year. It's really great. Thank you. I'm 64, 5'9, 166, and healthy, but I'm weak compared to athletes like you and others on DJU. My goal is to continue to be able to do normal stuff when I'm 80 or 90 years old. You know, we're about the same age. It's kind of funny because when I was young, I wanted to have a healthy life at 64, 65. Now that I'm there, I'm like, oh yeah, that's young. 85, 90. And when I get there, I'll be like, oh yeah, 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 yeah. You know, when I'm older, 120, 125. Yeah. He wants to walk the golf course and carry my clubs, get up off the floor, lift a suitcase overhead on a plane, lift a grandchild or even a great grandchild. Good. I've been training with kettlebells for about 18 months, 5 days a week in the fall, winter, and spring, and 2 days in the summer when I golf. I do mobility. I like that. By the way, I like that a lot, folks. But let me stop right here. John, I like what you said here. So what John has said is he likes these activities this time of year. So when he's not doing, because of weather, because when he can't do those activities, he does more lifting. When he gets back to his activity he likes, he backs off on the lifting, increases the activity. As simple as that sounds, it's absolutely profound because that's something that's been lost in the last couple decades. When I grew up, the off season is when you work for certain qualities. In the sports I played, hypertrophy almost. You wanted to be bigger. In the preseason, it was power and speed, and then you played the game. John is following almost that kind of template, and I like that. I do mobility training every day and a lot of walking. When I'm not golfing, I train on a spin bike. I've done a lot of running over the years, but not anymore because my knees don't enjoy running now. Oh, and honestly, John, this isn't a knock on running by any means, but many people find that running is just a difficult thing. If you live in the suburbs, if you live in the city, you're going to be running on concrete and asphalt, and that's just not friendly. I'm sure if you ran every day on the beach barefoot, your knees would be in a much happier place. In fact, that's what I want you to do, John. Set up a 4-month training with me in Fiji, and every day after I sleep in, I will watch you run on the beach. Okay. After a bit of kettlebells, I decided to do something different with kettlebells. Your humane burpee and armor building routines, each once a week. I've been following that routine for 3 weeks, and I feel like my push-pull muscles are getting weaker, which makes sense because the volume, the armor building and the humane burpee are cardiovascular HIIT workouts. They're armor building. They're there to beat you up. They're not there for building up strength in the upper body. Should I keep on the humane burpee and armor building routine, or should I try another program? I have only kettlebells, dumbbells, and a chin-up bar. I love kettlebells, but I've reached a plateau without further improving my strength. First, let me just tell you, you're doing great stuff. And I mean that, and I salute you. A very simple thing to do, and you can even make this even more. How about this? Pick a day and keep it away from your golf. Maybe the day after a good golf game. I don't know what day. I mean, say like you're golfing 3 days a week. You might have one that's more serious than the others, but let's just say you golf seriously on Sundays. Monday, week 1, do the humane burpee. Now, be careful. Make sure you because being outside golfing, you're outside a long time. There is some dehydration issues, sunburn issues. I've got a son-in-law who turns a little red when he plays. Week 1, humane burpee. Week 2, armor building. Week 3, humane burpee. Week 4, armor building. Your other weight workouts in the week, as appropriate, go back to a more traditional 3 sets of 8, 3 sets of 10, 3 sets of 12. You're at DJU, plug it in, do those workouts 2 to 3 times a week. 2 is probably fine. preferably, ideally, it'd be right after you got off the links. I mean, to come home and before you shower, get your 3 sets of 8 and the push, the pull, the squat, an appropriate hinge and suitcase carry, whatever it is, and your mobility work. Ideally, 3 days a week you would golf and do your kettlebells on the same day, and then the other 4 days you would do your mobility work. I know that's hard to do, so you do what you can do. Okay, John, I hope that helps. Gosh, that was a good question.